Okay. I think we got this now, guys. I had to bounce out and bounce back in.
Just one phone,
Hi, Catitude. You know us and our technical difficulties.
or how many phones are working?
Mine is. It was that, honey. It was the stream was not working. Is there a line down there? Okay, now you can't get this one to log in?
I haven't tried anything. I was waiting for you to get yours figured out.
No.
Don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Want me to get it?
Yes.
Catitude wants to know how you're feeling.
Not too bad. Weak.
Needs password.
I don't know what his password is.
8342 should be.
I have no idea what his password is.
For
Google. And don't be announcing it while we're live.
know.
I have no idea. I have no idea. Here.
No, I really don't know.
I don't know either. Talk to the people.
Hello, people.
I was going to give you my phone.
I don't need it.
Okay.
Is this working now?
Yes.
Oh, dear. Oh, whatever. Hello, everybody. Our usual technical difficulties.
It wouldn't be one of our lives if it wasn't now, would it?
Give me a second to put my glasses on.
Yeah. Excuse me while I disappear. Yellow.
All right. I can see at least.
I'm tired. I'm very tired. It was a rough week. 4th of July and all.
Seven people here at the moment.
Yep, looks like it.
We'll give people a minute for more to get here, but it probably won't be much more than this. Damn, we got deer flies bad this year.
Look at the camera. When you're done. Not
I
that.
had a deer fly on.
I know, but not that. Look at. Say hi to everybody. You're not looking.
Hi, everybody. Which one?
That one.
The camera.
The fire phone.
Not used to this at all. Can't we fix it so it's right in front of us and we don't have to?
No, because I tried
effort?
that and it was off to the side, and that's how I got us both in the shot. That's where it has to be.
Do you want this so you can read?
No.
Okay.
So Mike just wanted to give you guys a quick little update on where we are.
Well, Tracy's hurting because of what she did. What was it? Which
I
thing
don't know.
hurt you the most? You don't know?
I don't know what I did. I mean, my shoulder into my clavicle, all the way down my spine into my back. It was killing me. It still hurts, but not as bad.
And I'm just horrible, guys. They hurt me at therapy, and Tracy will correct me if I'm wrong, but which I probably will be because I don't remember any of this treatment. But it was,
Yeah, you guys know we on our last live we talked about how he was strapped down and everything and was yanking on his arm and his elbow hurts.
I bet.
You know, he was strapped in, but he had to be because he was thrashy and violent would be my words. But yeah, you know, that was what happened in April.
How long was they strapped down?
5 days.
Yeah, that's 5 days of my life I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything after. Once I got unstrapped and was able to go home, I don't even remember any of that. So
He doesn't remember much.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been 6, 7, 8 days. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember going in and being strapped down. I don't remember when I freaked out and had to be strapped down. I don't remember when they said, "Okay, we can release you now. You can go home." I don't remember any of that either.
Well, they
So,
released you to go into physical therapy, and then you went to the physical therapy place, and you were only there for 2 days when they wanted you to stay 10 because you wanted to come home.
And he doesn't remember that either.
no, I don't.
Seemed like more than 2 days.
He went there on a Thursday. We had him home on. We had him
Monday.
home Monday, so it was 3 days.
I don't remember a whole lot of the last. How long has it been since I went there?
3 months.
Yeah, I don't remember hardly any of that.
3 months
Everything's a
tomorrow.
blur. Everything's a blur because it all ran together. Every day was the same crap.
But now he's home, so we can let go of that from 3 months ago. But yeah, he's got some memory issues now, unfortunately.
Yeah, it really effed me up. I don't have any strength.
Well, I'm just saying, talk to the camera
I'm
instead of.
trying.
I
The
know.
far camera.
How about if I just do this? Then I will.
There you go.
But yeah, I don't have any strength. Oh my God, am I so weak? And I lost approximately 10 pounds. I've gained some of it back.
He gained 7 of it back.
But you can see in my arms. Look at my freaking arms.
He lost a lot of muscle mass when he was in the hospital, but
It's just scary. I don't. Every morning when I wake up, I don't know what it's going to be. Am I even going to wake up? And that's how bad it is now.
at any rate, we're going for his MRI on the 20th.
Brain.
Yeah,
Yes?
brain MRI on the 20th. So we'll know what's going on in there. He did have an MRI when he was in the hospital. We told you guys that already. And
They
everything.
found nothing again.
And he was stable, so that was good news. That surprised me. But he was, the tumor was stable, and then he's been continuing his Avastin treatments. We have to get him some strength back, is what we have to do. We have to build up his muscles, which they were trying to do with him in physical therapy, but he refused to stay and he wanted to come home. So I bought him one of those little pedal things so he can sit and pedal and strengthen up his legs without walking. And also, we are trying to get him off the demon of Kepra, because that stuff is horrible. That stuff is just, every person that I've read about that has glioblastoma that is on Kepra is angry, violent. It messes with your memory. It messes with how you walk. People lose their ability to walk. It is just a horrible, horrible drug for them to put somebody that has brain cancer on.
Yeah, he's already got enough problems. He doesn't need
He's,
all those extras.
It's it mimics tumor symptoms. So it makes people panic because it's like, oh my God, my tumor must be growing. But no, it's not. It's Keppra. So now he's down to half of what he was taking, and it cleared him up a little bit. Wouldn't you say?
I don't remember. Yeah, I did. It's scary ass drug. Tracy and I were having a conversation right over there. We were both sitting outside, right, in the swing, the lawn chair swing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she remembers her part. Well, the part I remember for me is completely different from what she remembers. It was like 3 feet apart from where she remembers sitting, which was obviously accurate, from where I remember sitting, which is way 3 feet, 4 feet different, you know. And
He doesn't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember a thing. I was outside talking to her, sitting in the swing, walking, talking. I remember none of it. You know, that's scary. I could see if I was sitting in the chair nodding off, napping, that happening, but I was wide awake.
He has no short-term memory anymore. It's gone.
You know.
But yeah, so we are going to be talking to his doctors in a few days anyway. So just to see what's going on, and
Yeah, I can't do nothing. Nothing. I can't remember anything, even the simplest things.
yeah, catitude. Well, the weight that he lost, he was in the hospital for. They didn't get that feeding tube in him until Saturday, so he'd been there since Tuesday night. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
No food.
4 days no food, and he lost a lot of muscle mass. You know, just laying in a bed for 10 days.
Well,
And
he did get a lot of exercise pulling on those restraints.
well, and you know, unfortunately, he did lose a lot of muscle mass, and with not being able to walk very well, how do you build that muscle mass back up?
Yeah, the other day I was over here. He was walking out to the shed. He was good, and then like a few minutes after I got here, he was done. His energy was gone. He could barely stand up. At that point, I went to get his cane.
Well, that's the thing too. You know, cancer patients,
Yeah.
they have energy till they don't, and then it's gone.
The day that Carl's talking about, I walked out to the shed, did some stuff, came back. Walked back out to the shed, more stuff, came back. And I don't know, what would you say? It's
Yeah, you did a lot before I got here.
30 feet to the shed,
Yeah.
35 feet, something
I'll
like
tell
that.
you, he didn't.
But I walked back and forth twice to the shed and back, and I was like happy, chipper.
And emptied out the shed and filled 6 or 8 bags of stuff.
Garbage, you know.
He forgets about all this part, and then he says, "I didn't even do anything." Yes, you did.
Yeah, you had a lot done by the time I got here.
Yeah, but then later in the day, I couldn't walk.
Because he overdid
Could
it.
not walk,
You were kind of having that trouble. That was coming in when I got here.
you know.
You were pretty much done.
Since that day, I haven't been able to walk right or have any energy.
Well, that's been going on for a couple months.
Mega
So-
does his catitude. I'm not ignoring you. Hi.
But yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. He pushes himself too hard because
'Cause
I
I'm scared of stopping.
I could, you know, before I could do this and it would take me 5 minutes. Well, it doesn't take you 5 minutes now. And most people that have brain cancer aren't even trying to do half the stuff he's trying to do. So, you know, he's already beat the odds, honestly. It's a miracle that he's still sitting here because up to 75% of people don't make it a year with this disease.
What was it, going on 15 months? 14 and a half?
It's over 15. It's over 15.
Don't ask me, man. I don't have no memory.
I will never forget May 2nd, 2023 at 7:02 a.m. Yeah,
Excuse me again.
yeah. So,
What was that for people that weren't here?
huh?
I said, what is that for people who weren't here? I don't even know what that means.
What?
The date you just spit out.
May 2nd, 2023 at 7:02 a.m. That's when they told us you had a brain tumor.
Oh, well, I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm sure they don't.
I bet you guys do because I'm sure you remember that date. May 2nd. Then he had his surgery on May 4th. Yes, he is a trooper. We'll talk.
But losing this much weight and definitely lost, shit, I probably lost 60% of my strength easily. So I don't know. How long can you maintain without really doing any work, exercise, or anything like that? I don't know.
3 weeks, I put 7 pounds back on him. I will feed him. We got him almost back up to his normal weight.
But yeah, after the being strapped down and me jerking on the restraints and stuff, and like I said, remembering none of it, I screwed up my elbow so bad that my hands are falling asleep, my arms still are killing me. My right elbow just is horrible. My left elbow hurts like hell too. I can't use my arms for anything now because of being strapped down. They should have knocked me out. As soon as I started that shit, pulling on the restraints, I'd have been better off if they knocked me out for a day and then let me wake up and see if I was calmed down or not. Because I hurt myself, and I hurt myself bad.
Yeah, but they
being
couldn't do
strapped
that
down.
because your brain waves were already registering that you weren't fully conscious. It was not safe to knock you out.
Well, they
You
made
guys-
me like hell.
You guys know. Yes, we know. I know. But you guys know that he had problems with his arms prior to that. And I mean, when that was happening, I was begging him to stop.
Yeah, he didn't care.
We couldn't hear. He didn't know what was going on. He couldn't hear us. So,
But I'd have killed somebody if I could have got to him. That ain't no lie.
he would have killed me. Okay, but let's talk about in the 2 months since you've gotten out of the hospital. Let's talk about other stuff.
Let's see, I went to sleep, and I got up and ate, and then I watched Price is Right, and I took a nap, and then I went back to sleep, and woke up the next day, and
Hey,
did the same thing. Hi. Hi, handsome. Hi. And that's been my routine for the last 3 months. That's why I don't have any muscle mass or
Hi.
motivation or anything.
Come on.
Hopefully we'll be able to sit out and listen. Obviously, as you can tell, there are people around.
It's miserable living here now.
Well, it's a holiday weekend, so there's a lot more people than normal. But
The holiday weekend is over. It's Monday.
Went from being a place I loved living to a place I can't stand living.
I still love it. It's still beautiful here.
With all these people here, now you got this guy over here that used to be Todd, but now Todd's ex-wife, and they're renting it out at Airbnb, so it's like a goddamn motel, hotel, whatever, people coming and going. And then next door over here, same shit. So we got 2 Airbnbs, one on each side of us. Well, there goes my nice peaceful house.
They're letting like friends and stuff stay. But they're bringing trailers in,
yeah, there's no buildings, so they have to stay somewhere.
and trailers are strictly verboten in our deed restrictions.
But they're still doing it.
Yeah.
Because nobody's complaining. And there ain't enough people complaining about it for them, whoever the powers are now, nobody's complaining to them. And one of the guys that is one of the, I don't even know what you call him, is an a-hole. And then I don't get along too well. Don't name any names.
I'm not. I'm trying to keep it light and positive. I'll do that.
Somebody made a comment about physical therapy at home. They won't come out this far, will they?
Yes, they will, but
Oh.
we don't want them in our house.
Yeah.
No, not really. Yeah, we're 30 minutes, miles, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Is all the danger of that gone now, Mega Desi?
You need to look at the other phone when you're talking.
This one's working.
Yeah.
Look at the lag in it, so it don't really matter. That 25-second lag.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's quite bad.
Hi, Katie. If I get anybody's name or whatever wrong, it's because my eyesight sucks again. Hi, Lynn. Wow, nice to see you. How are you doing, Lynn? A lot's happened to me since the last time you heard from me or even saw me live. Yeah, I don't know when's the last time we went live.
We went live between you being in the hospital and now. We did it once.
One time.
What I'm hoping for, guys, is that we will be able to do one of our little fireside things. Sit outside with the fire and just talk and listen. I'm hoping. Yes, no?
I was reading. I didn't hear you. I can't read and listen.
I know. I said I'm hoping we can do a fireside thing like we used to.
Yeah, we will. Just it doesn't get dark till so late, like 9:30 now or whatever.
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to have to be when I have a day off the next day.
So yeah, we'll do it again for sure as long as I'm able, and I don't see no reason I won't be able. I'm still doing okay, I guess, all things considered, but obviously I'd rather be more healthy than I am right now.
I'm just glad you're still here. So is that bird.
The odds are, the percentages of people that have made as long as I have is so slim.
25% of the people make it a year. It's really quite frightening.
Definitely.
Oh Lord, Lord have mercy.
What am I missing?
Flatlanders.
Oh.
Let me tell you. There was a guy in the store. It was hilarious. There was this guy with his girlfriend. They were probably in their mid-20s, and I was pretty sure it was her parents. So probably came up to the cabin and she brought him, and they're walking along, and he's talking about how when he was in Japan he found out how good pineapple was with pork, and I'm like, everybody knows how good pineapple is with pork, whatever. And then she asked, "What are we having for lunch?" And he went, "Charcuterie." You're having cold cuts and crackers and cheese. And when he said that, the father rolled his eyes heavenward and just walked away like, "Oh Lord." I was just cracked. It was fun. It was very busy though. Paul said that this week, barring our 102nd anniversary fiascos that we have, our 100 anniversaries that we have every year, this was our best week ever.
Wow.
Yes. And then there's another store that used to be down in Everett called Foster's, and they sold their store to this little outfit called Ebels. And Ebels they don't sell liquor, they don't sell wine, they don't sell beer. They are not open on Sundays, And they, in their infinite wisdom, decided to close on the 4th of July. What kind of grocery store closes on the 4th of July? But we'd like to say thank you to Ebles for all of the extra business that we got.
Wow, Jesus.
I said, we always have a joke in grocery stores. We always joke around about we're not here to make money, we're here to make friends, or vice versa. And I'm like, wow, Ebles didn't make any money or any friends this weekend.
No.
Thanks, Lynn. I really appreciate it. You'd have to go back if you were interested. I don't know how far to find out everything that's happened, but this all started with the beginning of July.
At the beginning of May last year.
Okay, yep.
It's
That's when I found out about the cancer.
mosquitoes.
And other than how you see me now and how weak I am, you wouldn't have known it how long ago. It didn't really show itself
Until the beginning of April when he had his seizures and had to be hospitalized.
you know,
He was doing really, really well.
Took a lot out of him.
Yeah, it sure
even
did.
after my surgery, for a while there, you still would have not known there was
For-
anything wrong.
Yeah, for 11 months after your surgery, you were fine till you had these seizures.
You know,
And I know I probably look like I've aged 20 years in the past 3 months because it sure feels like it. It's been rough. It's been very rough.
Oh
But
yeah.
and I never knew I had a seizure. To be honest,
well,
never knew.
the thing was that day when he started not making any sense in the evening, and I was like, I gotta call an ambulance, and he kept saying, no, I just want to go lay down. I want to go lay down and go to sleep. And I was like, I really don't think that's a good idea. And I finally looked at him. I said, can I take your blood pressure? And I took his blood pressure, and his blood pressure was 220 over 140. And I said, we're done. I'm calling an ambulance. This is not any. I thought he was stroking out. And he was talking to them when they got here from the ambulance. He wasn't able to answer questions properly, but he was at least answering. They put him in the ambulance. We followed the ambulance to the hospital. And I was noticing as we were going that the ambulance was getting a little bit faster because it started going farther away from us. And I was like, I don't like that. And when we got to the hospital, he was unconscious, and they were like, he had a seizure in the ambulance. He what now? I'm like, and of course, oh, he's got glioblastoma. Has he had seizures before? And I said, no, he's never had a seizure. And they were like, really? No, not ever. But then, and it's not just the seizures and everything else. The medications that they put him on are enough to turn anybody into a zombie. He was really, really bad till we started bringing him down off this Keppra. So I'm going to ask the doctor, because she said if there was no more seizure activity, which there has not been, that we could probably wean him off the Keppra completely. And I'm like, we need to do that. We need to do that.
I was taking 5 meds, right?
Yeah, he had 2 Keppra, 1 Vimpat, and then he had 2 blood pressure medications.
Anti-seizure, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, 5 or 6.
You had 3 pills that you were taking that were for your seizures.
How many each morning and each evening?
Grand total was like 5 and 6.
Crazy amount of pills.
But like I said, we've cut his seizure medications in half now, so hopefully we'll be able to get him off this because, of course they're saying, well, he hasn't had any more seizures because he's on anti-seizure medication. You don't know that. He may not have any seizures if we take him off seizure medication. Not that I want to try that. No.
So we don't know what to do there for sure, I guess. That's up to them.
Yeah. But it's just, ugh. And and that's the thing. It's been this tightrope that we're walking with medications for him now, because they put him on they put him on a pain medication that absolutely, I mean, he was like, he kept looking at me saying, I'm losing my mind. I can't think. I can't talk. And I'm like, what was different? Okay, they tried this new pain medication, took him off that pain medication, and within a couple days, he was like, okay, I'm thinking much more clearly now. And some of the stuff that they're giving him, it's like, please don't.
Yep. I'm old enough, being the age that I am. I can't even spit out the right number, guys. That's how effed up my brain is now. 60. But it took me that long to get that number. It's just my brain is so whacked now, and I probably can't even remember what I was gonna say. I can't.
You were saying, being the age that you are with your medications, you know what works for you.
Yes, and they keep, not so much now, but in the past, they throw these new medications at me. Here, try this. Here, try that. No, that doesn't work. No, that effed me up. No, that made me sick. Give me what I know works. I'm old enough. Well, that was when I was like 50, and they're still trying to push what they want on me. Well, now that I'm 60, it's a little bit different, and I have a tumor, so they're not trying new things on me like they were.
Yeah, yeah,
So it took getting cancer before they would listen to me and try what I knew worked.
yeah. They have just given him some. I mean, seizure medications are nasty, but Keppra is. Like I said, everyone that I've read stories about that had loved ones that had glioblastoma, and their loved ones were put on Keppra, it's a bad thing. It's a very bad thing. He would argue with me about things, and he told me afterwards that it was like he was standing outside of his body watching it happen, like he had no control over what was coming out of his mouth. He could hear what he was saying, and even though he was like, why am I saying this, he had no control. He couldn't stop it. It's been a very wild ride. It really has. It's been a roller coaster.
Obviously, this is the most bizarre thing I've ever had to deal with, which is why it is what it is. And the future not looking good. There's no doubt about it. There's nothing good about this disease. There's nothing curable about it. That's the bad part. This is not curable.
No.
And who knows how bad it's going to get, whether it'll turn quickly and I won't know it, or it could go really slowly and I could live a miserable existence where I can't talk or walk or anything. I don't know. No one knows how this disease is. They know how this disease is going to affect you. They just don't know how quickly.
Well, and not everybody gets the same things either. It depends on where in your brain it is.
You know,
Some people get it, and in 2 months they're gone. Some people get it, and they're immediately bedbound or in a wheelchair, and they live like that for a year. Some people get it and they're perfectly fine, and then one day everything crashes and they're gone. I mean, it's a bizarre disease. It really is. And July 17th, next Wednesday, is Glioblastoma Awareness Day. So everybody post stuff on your social media about it. Get people talking about it, because people
aren't
still,
aware of it.
yeah, people still don't know. And I swear it's getting more common, because honestly, they say, oh, only 15,000 people get it. Well, if only 15,000 people get it, you mean to tell me that the one group that I'm in on Facebook has over 2,000 members? So you mean to tell me that 2,000 out of 15,000 found this group? I don't think so. Oh, and the other great thing is they can't tell you what causes it. So I can't tell you what to avoid, except for radiation. Avoid radiation. I mean, if you weren't already doing that as a general safety precaution in your life. But that's the only thing that they know that really particularly causes it, is exposure to gamma radiation,
Aye,
like the Hulk.
aye, Ozzy. Hi, Mr. Ozzy. You hear my boy, guys? Hi, Ozzy.
He's so sweet.
Hi, handsome. He's awesome, guys. Aren't you? Aren't you? He makes me cry, guys, because he's such an awesome cat. I mean, he's 5 times better than any other cat we have. And I'm sorry to say that, but he's just awesome. He's out here on my lap. We're sitting in the chair out here by the fire with us.
Still no comparison to Sassy Cat.
That's true. Sassy was awesome too, but any current cats that we have now,
What are you chasing?
he's
Frog.
incredible.
Ozzy. Ozzy.
So if you guys have think of any questions, I guess you can,
No.
unless we can figure out a better way. But for now, if you have any questions, put it on. I got Facebook. It's just nothing special. It's Mike Olson, OLSON. That would be the best way.
There you go.
Any other suggestions about my name on Facebook?
No. I mean, you can always ask questions here.
Right.
We always try to answer when we see that somebody has posted a question, or, you know. Angel is fine. Angel's still pudging right along. She's doing really good.
She has all the dogs have an appointment with the groomer. When?
I don't know.
Tuesday? Wednesday? It's very soon, I know that.
I think it was Wednesday, but you might have to pull out of that because we're going to have to take her to the vet.
Hi, Johnny. Why?
That's her vet appointment.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for stopping in, I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, that's another debacle. We had an appointment for Butchie today, and Mike asked me what time it was, and I'm like, I thought it was 3:30. I'm like, I'll call Polls and I'll see what time it was. And I call Polls and I'm like, yeah, I'm just double checking. I said, I think the appointment's at 3:30. And she's looking and looking. She goes, I show that appointment was canceled through a text message. No. Well, apparently they sent a text to Mike, like, and, press 1 for confirm and 2 for cancel. And his finger apparently must have hit the wrong button. I don't know.
Or I didn't do anything.
Or you didn't do anything. But she's like,
He's nobody.
It was canceled through a text message. And I was like, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I'm like, and she's like, well, we've already filled that spot. And I'm like, you know what? I said, we had to cancel her first appointment. This was her second appointment. I said, we did not cancel this appointment. I said, if you have a system like that, why in the world would you send a text and have somebody cancel it and not send another text that says, are you sure you want to cancel this appointment? In case somebody hits the wrong thing. And she's like, well, if you would have called us back this morning, we probably would have been able to keep the appointment. And I'm like, I didn't know what happened, so how could I call you? I said, I'm very glad that I called and double checked what time that appointment was, because if we would have driven all the way to Polls, I would have been livid.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Have they made a new appointment?
Wednesday,
Okay.
4 o'clock.
But still.
You're asking about me. Trying to figure out what I am. I mean, who I am.
We don't know. He's gone, Ozzy. The frog is gone.
I chased him
Let
all the way
it
to the
go.
water.
Carl's been a friend not too long after he moved here, right?
Yeah. Probably the spring after. So
Okay.
I think 17 I met you. Well, I met Chuck. You were cutting down, I think, the stump back here.
Okay. Yeah, we used to have fun doing all kinds of stuff.
That was the one that almost came back to kill us.
The last one that you took down.
God, I will never forget that. If I could find that video, I mean, Mike's across the river. They've got a chain on it, and Mike's got a rope on the chain. He's all the way across the river holding it tight, because if that thing would have tipped this way, it would have landed on my house. And our friend Matt's just sawing and sawing and sawing, and all of a sudden I just saw the rope and the chain go slack. And I just went, oh
And it
God.
probably should have cracked and that tree should have fell.
Yeah.
For some reason it didn't.
And I'm looking at him, dude, stop cutting, stop. Because I mean, seriously, the way it was leaning and everything, it would have landed right on the house. So,
Glad I wasn't here.
oh God, that just I still remember that because Vicky and I were standing right over by the lilac, and it was like, oh no, oh no.
When they do another brain scan?
The 20th.
20th. On the 20th, that's right.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to Grand Rapids on the 20th.
Talk to Tom?
No. Yeah, these brain scan appointments are how long? An hour and a half, basically.
Yeah.
An hour and 20 minutes one way.
They take and plus it's a long process once he gets in there because they take a lot of pictures.
That sucks. It's a day-long ordeal, basically.
Well, your appointment's not till 3:30, so
Okay.
I'm gonna go to work that day. I'm probably just gonna catch a ride in and go to work, and then have you guys stop at like 2:00 and pick me up.
There's been no activity like that because of what's going on with me. We haven't been sitting outside, even nothing. We haven't been doing anything like that. Most of the time, by the time it gets dark, I'm ready for bed.
I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Sheer
just-
exhaustion.
It's just kicking my ass. It's just draining me.
And I'm slowly staying up later and later and still getting up at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's getting up every morning, going to work, coming home, and it's been, and God love those boys that I work for, because anytime I need time off for one of his appointments, they're like, that's fine, don't worry about it.
They are good people, no doubt about
Yes,
that.
they are very good to me. They're very understanding. Well, like my boss put to me, he said, you work to be able to spend money on your family. He said, so obviously you need to be with your family when they need you, and Mike's your family.
And all you guys too. It means a lot that you guys come out. Even just coming out and saying hi.
Yep.
Especially now, because I have zero family. Her family sucks. The only person in her family that's come out and even said anything or tried to help us is her brother-in-law. The rest of her family's disappeared since this has happened to me.
I should say, with the exception of my mother.
Yeah.
My mother's 93 years old. Okay? Exception of my mother. When he was in the hospital, I sent a text to my two sisters, my two surviving sisters, and I said, Mike is in the hospital, he's unconscious, he's having seizures, and basically I got back, oh, we'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers.
Haven't heard from him since.
Nothing. Not a word.
Yeah.
Not a word. No, hey, how's Mike? No, nothing.
People talk to me about where I live here, and I tell them about how amazing the people are around here. I got a friend. He works on cars. Well, he used to work on cars. He won't anymore. He's always worked on mine. Neighbor across the street here from Mike and Tracy, they've given cars. I got another friend who took his car. I spent over $300 on gas driving Tracy to and from Grand Rapids while Mike was in the hospital. We're driving down there one day, driving home the next day to take care of our animals.
Yep.
Not only were we using his car, he reimbursed me for all the gas that I spent.
Saying it's the least I could do.
Yeah, that's because Mike has always been good to him over the years.
I
Yep.
didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when he first found out about it, I asked if I could borrow his car. He's like, no, not really. We kind of need it. Why? I told him, he's like, okay, the car will be outside ready in 5 minutes. Come get it.
Wow. Amazing.
Yes.
So there's a lot of good people around here.
Yes, there are. Yes, there are. I couldn't even imagine trying to deal with this living in a city.
Oh, God.
Yeah, everything would be closer and everything, but ugh.
You won't get half the help.
I don't know how you pronounce that name,
XVLUNX.
If you would have experienced the things I've experienced living here, you would not say that. That's all I'm going to say about that, because I certainly don't want to argue about it.
What?
And I want to take a second and say hi
Bigfoot
to She
isn't
Digs.
That's all I can say. Is you didn't experience the things I've experienced living here.
Yeah. If Bigfoot isn't real, why are you here? That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
Maybe it's for all the cat videos.
Yeah, it could be. But yeah, it's.
Thanks for stopping in, Lewis.
But yeah, I mean, I can't imagine. But that's the thing. It's just. And it's the thing with any long term disease like this. At first, everybody's like, oh, how can we help that? And then, you know, as time goes by, people just kind of fade away. And unfortunately, with cancer, so many people, you know, all you hear is, well, I don't know what to say.
Neither do I.
Just say, I don't know what to say. That starts the conversation. You know, and people, oh, I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to remind them. Trust us. We're thinking about it all the time. You're not going to, it's not like I go to work and forget that Mike has cancer.
He's gone, Mega Desi. We won't have to listen to that shit no more.
Wow, are we so popular that we have trolls? That's amazing. We're moving up in the world.
27 people. Wow.
Holy cow.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yes, it is.
I believe that's probably the most people we've ever had.
Yep.
While we were on.
I'm guessing that includes our phones.
Probably.
Yeah.
But you know, it's very nice to know that Mike and I have this little cheering section. It's so funny because you know, he'll be saying something. He's like, "We really got to go live. We got to let everybody know how everything's going."
And I've been saying that for over a month or 3, whatever. It's been a long
You've
time.
been saying it.
Yeah, it's been a little bit, but you know, he's got to feel like doing it, and sometimes he has the best intentions of wanting to do it, and then he just runs out of gas and he can't. So, you know, things happen.
Now I feel much better for having done it. Where the hell did my chat go?
I've had that happen a couple of times. My solution is just close YouTube and bring it back up again.
Well,
If you scroll up, you see live chat is on. I tried that. Didn't bring it back.
Interesting. We lost live chat on
There we
my
go.
phone. There we go. It's back. Cool.
Just go to a different video and come back, and then it pops up back up.
Thank you, Lewis.
No, we really do appreciate all you guys. We always talk about that a lot. It's like there are people in different countries that are worried about how he's doing.
And that is amazing
It really is.
and so cool.
It really is.
Yeah, the internet has made the world smaller
In a way, yeah.
and bigger at the same time.
Smaller but less personal.
Yeah, it's nice. I don't want. There's somebody we follow, and this guy, a lot of people here follow him. Crazy, like, what's his.
I don't
channel?
follow him
Homesteading-
anymore.
Homesteading off the grid.
Yeah, we
we
don't-
liked him in the beginning. He helped us. He man, he pushed our channel so much he got us to 1,000 subscribers or whatever, so we could get monetized, and he helped us a lot, and I've always appreciated that, obviously, but then I can't even say what happened, you know.
One day he went to comment and he couldn't comment on one of his posts and he was blocked. And several people from this group went over there and it was like, hey, unblock Mike. What's going on? Never unblocked him. And then, then he made a video saying that, oh, well, some people got accidentally blocked. You can't accidentally block somebody on YouTube. It's like a 3-step process to block someone from commenting on your channel. You can't do it accidentally. So it was like, we don't know what we said to offend him. I don't care what we said to offend him, personally. If you're going to be like that, you know.
Oh yeah, I hate
Bizarre.
people like that.
It's bizarre.
Yeah, he mentioned this channel out of the clear blue sky with no prompting from us. We had no idea he even knew this channel existed, except for Mike commenting on his videos. And he just one day started talking about us and our channel and everything else, and all of a sudden, this
Four or five times he mentioned
Yeah.
this channel.
and all of a sudden we were getting all kinds of subscribers from his onto ours, and it was like, holy cow! We have no idea why he did it, but then all of a sudden he just, blocked Mike and blocked me, and all of a sudden, and it was just like, well, fine, whatever.
Blocked a couple of other people that subscribed to his channel too, that
Yeah.
subscribe to this channel.
And he's completely insane now. He's moved back to the Philippines and whatever. Remember that?
Yeah, although this last video that he posted, I looked at it and it looks like he's back. The scenery where he was at in this video certainly looked like it could have been the United States, but I'm sure there's places over there that have green trees and green lawns and stuff too. But it looked like it could have been. It honestly, guys, if you go look at his video that he just posted, it looks like it could have been shot in our backyard. It's green trees, green grass. It's amazing how much it looks like a Michigan scenery.
Well, Catitude said he's back here, so
Oh, okay.
maybe that's why it looks so Michigan.
Oh, West Virginia.
No.
West Virginia is pretty much right along. They're just a
Okay.
little tiny, they're a little bit south, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a most recent video he posted, but you could put that video side by side with one of our videos that show the scenery here, and it's like the same. It just looks the same. It's just a smaller body of water.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful body of water and stuff. But so I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, it was just bizarre how that all played out. I still don't understand it, but
Me neither.
whatever. Whatever. I got more important things to worry about.
For sure. For sure.
Like that.
What?
Like that.
What?
You.
What about it?
I said I have more important things to worry about.
Oh yeah.
You.
Who knows where this is gonna go, guys, and I'll try to keep you posted more. I don't know how much you want to know if things go wrong or go bad. I don't know. Who knows if I'll even want to talk in the future, and I guess I hope you don't blame me if I quit talking at all anymore. Death is really hard to comprehend, as I'm finding out. It's something you just can't imagine.
Not that anybody has said that death is imminent either. I don't want to
Right.
give anybody that idea. Nobody's, said, hey,
No.
there's nothing we can do for you, and nobody has said anything like that. They're still
Yeah, they're still planning treatments for me and things like that. So
yeah, they haven't given up. They have spent a lot of money to keep him alive, and I think
a lot of money.
they want their money's worth. A
It was
lot.
what, $10,000 every
20
time, 20 every time they put that needle in my arm, I think.
$20,000 per treatment. Yeah, and that's just that. We haven't even gotten all the bills from the hospital yet from April.
And if you can believe this, we're we've been fortunate that it's all been covered, all of it.
What wasn't was
Unbelievable.
covered by all the copays and everything that we had. They covered that for us.
It's
Financial assistance covered that for us. We haven't paid anything.
it's got to be 150, $200,000 easily. I know we're over 100,000.
You were over 100,000 with your hospital stay for your surgery.
Okay, yeah, that's
So now
right.
this hospital stay I haven't even seen any bills for yet, and
Crazy,
$20,000 of treatments, and cancer is expensive,
no doubt.
especially this, because unfortunately it's not like there's nothing generic. There are generic ways to fight other cancers, but not this. Everything is very, very specialized.
I've been lucky in one aspect. I can still sleep at night. Oh my God, there's so many. I read, I don't read a lot, but what I do read at times, that these people are not able to sleep. Can you imagine that? Feeling like shit every day, all day long, and then not being able to sleep on top of that? Oh my God, I can't believe, it's just unbelievable. Uh, but the one thing that does suck for me is my right hand. Ever since these treatments, the pain in my arms and elbows and my,
Ever since he was in the hospital
yeah,
in
the
restraints,
pain
not the
everywhere is
treatments.
unbelievable. But
Yeah.
now, because of the last treatment, the 5 days, 5+ days of treatment, my right hand is almost non-functional. It hurts so much at times, and my left arm isn't much. It isn't far behind that. So the pain that I'm now experiencing after my last treatments is unbelievable. So I've more or less lost the use of my right when I'm right-handed.
We're getting an MRI on his arm, and they're going to see what's going on in there.
Yeah,
He
something
was
going
actually
on.
scheduled for an MRI of that arm. Yeah, I'll tell you what's going on. You were hanging from
Yeah,
it. But he was actually scheduled to get an MRI on this arm when he was unconscious in the hospital when he was in seizure. That was the day of his appointment. So, but then he damaged it further after that by yanking on it as hard as he could. It was the equivalent of, say, you were in a tree and you jumped out of it and held on with one arm, and all your body weight slammed onto your one arm. Over.
and you hung there for,
4 days.
yeah.
Well, no, like imagine jumping out of that tree repeatedly and just wham, wham. Yeah, every time that your arm is jerked that way, that's what he did to himself, over and over and over. He threw his whole body weight into that and was pulling as hard as he could.
For 2 days, basically 4 days. 4 days.
Yeah, four
Yeah,
days.
you were
You were
you were not happy
That
with
explains
being.
where May went. The month of May.
People are asking if you're still getting the treatments, the IV treatments.
yes. He had his last one on Wednesday. He is. He goes every 3 weeks, and the last one he had was a week ago Wednesday.
Yeah, it's so miserable, guys. I have seriously considered stopping that treatment because after the IV works its way into your body, it doesn't happen the day of or the day after. It's like the day after that is when the medicine, I guess, works its way through your body and then the pain kicks in.
Because what the medicine does is it kills blood vessels. So it's killing the blood vessels that are feeding his tumor. But
And it hurts.
unfortunately, it does not just kill blood vessels that feed the tumor. It kills small blood vessels everywhere else, like your fingers, your feet, neuropathy
Yeah.
pain. But if he stops doing the treatment, that tumor is going to start growing.
And probably quickly. That's the scary part. I can't. It's either yes or no. I can't dilly dally about my treatments. Either you do it or you don't. There's really no stopping it. I have missed what, a day here and there,
You
but
missed. You missed there was one after you got out of the hospital. They delayed it 2 weeks. But I mean, I spoke to his surgeon after he got out of the hospital, and you know, he may need more surgery sometime in the future. We don't know, but he said that that was definitely an option.
He said, I thought you said it was not off the table.
for me personally, you asking me,
No, the doctor.
What do you mean?
surgery's still an option.
Yeah. Yeah, we know. That's what I just said.
Oh, okay. But I don't know.
Depending on what, if if he does have any regrowth, depending on where it is.
Yeah,
Some of it's not operable.
But other parts of it are. So
Yeah. And he said, this necrosis that he's got going on in his brain, they can open him up again and clean him out. And I told his surgeon, I said, well, I said he probably wouldn't be adverse to going through surgery again. He said the surgery was actually the easiest part of this whole thing. And the neurosurgeon just started laughing. He's like, oh, piece of cake, right? I said, well, not for you, I hope.
it was the surgery, the recovery from having my skull sawed open. Basically, what they did was a bone saw. I don't know. There's pictures of my.
Phone call like 14 hours after the surgery. Come get us. No, it wasn't even 12.
Yeah, them
Yeah,
assholes.
he was out 14 hours after his surgery.
Yeah.
Because he was doing so well, they were like, we have no medical reason to keep you.
So,
Yeah,
if
she's
you ever-
calling me. Come get us. It's like, what?
What? So if you ever have brain surgery, guys, fake it. Fake your pain. Fake how miserable you are. Because I made the mistake of telling them how great I felt, and got kicked out of the hospital. And then ain't no shit. I got kicked out. Well, there's no medical reason to keep you here any longer. You're not having pain. You're not having any problems. And
Yeah. Last thing I remember, they wanted to watch you brush your teeth.
yeah.
Okay.
And I thought this was going to be a piece of cake. Oh my God, it was that easy. All we got to do is heal up. I'll be fine now. I didn't know this was a terminal thing. But yeah, you guys, if you're watching this, please, if you're curious about this, please go and Google glioblastoma and what's involved in it and how scary it is.
Yeah.
And then you'll understand what I'm going through and why I might seem like a dick sometimes. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's pretty damn hard. What are you doing to my phone, woman?
I was bounced. I just bounced some idiot who was making dumb comments.
Okay, cool. Man, she just got rid of like 1/10 of our subscribers.
One person?
Yeah, 10% gone right there.
That would mean that we have 10 subscribers.
I think that's the
know.
joke Mike was making.
I know, but it's not even close.
Who's holding what for review and why?
I bounced that idiot.
Okay.
See ya.
Got it. Oh, it just says it's held for review.
I know, but then I bounced him.
Okay, cool. Well, we sure appreciate you guys coming by.
Most of you, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You know,
You want me to leave now?
it's like we're sitting here talking about this man's life and the treatment to try to save his life, and then you get people just making stupid comments. It's like, find somebody else to bother.
Is that thunder?
I don't know. It sounds like it could be. We get some weird ass thunder here, guys. it'll just roll and roll and roll. And you can't even tell if it's thunder or not for sure.
That's
Yeah.
a plane.
That's a different sound.
Yes, because now it's closer and you can hear it better. That's a plane.
Yeah, I was laying in bed this morning. I'm listening to the thunder, and it's like, where's Sloan?
What thunder?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, there was thunder before that rain came through.
What rain?
You know, about 8 o'clock.
So you were in bed at 8 o'clock and you're telling me that you're getting up at 5:30 every morning. Liar!
Hey, waking up and getting out of bed are two different things.
No.
Oh, yeah, because
Sorry, I was already up and at work for an hour when that happened. Good Lord.
Yeah, we
I
have,
didn't see
we
Sloan
have
till
no
after
reason
10.
to keep assholes.
Yep.
We'll let them make a comment or two, and once we figured out they're not being serious in their comments, they're gone.
Yeah,
Don't need it.
exactly. All right, Joe. We probably should wrap it up, huh?
Speaking of
Alrighty.
trolls,
Where's
here
Captain
comes
Lady?
another one. He's going to throw some comments in.
Oswald. Hi, Ozzy.
See, he's
He
already
had-
talking.
We got a visitor.
What's that on his face?
Hi, Ozzy.
Who knows? What?
Hi, Ozzy.
Honey, that's not the camera. The camera's
Isn't
up
it
there.
on?
No, the camera's right there.
Oh, I thought this was broadcasting too.
No, that's just for you to read your comments. That's the one that's broadcasting.
You got a deer fly on your head, buddy. So, all right, guys. Well, we are going to get going.
Time to feed the cats.
I got grass to mow.
So I think I did pretty good, guys. A lot of times when I try to talk like I was talking tonight, I just can't get the sentences out. But I think I did all right tonight.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's
you
been
did.
a few days where you'd be looking for words.
Yeah.
But you usually were able to find them. It wasn't that terrible.
Very good. So we'll keep in touch, guys, for sure.
And if you ever just want to say hi or you have any questions or anything, feel free to leave it on the community page. We see it. We'll answer. For sure.
Well, thank you guys for coming by. We sure appreciate it. So
Yes.
keep in touch, please, and we will do the same. And have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
See ya.